Alright, so what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to take you through my back workout post competition. So we're exactly 8 days out from the post show. So we're going to start off with my back workout with one of my favorite exercises with the rope extensions. So what I like to do is I really like to make sure I'm pulled back with my elbows, more so with my hands, and literally just try and squeeze all the way back, and this really helps, you know, squeeze the lower lats and just get a good overall pump, and you know, just get the blood flowing into the lats before we actually start going into our compound movements. So after I've done that to warm up the lats, I like to go into my first compound movement, which we're going to be starting off with the T-bar rows. Now as you can see here, I'm only using the 15 plates. That's just so I can get a deeper stretch than like using a 20 kg plate. And like, again, we're not using any crazy weights where we're post show. We're really just trying to focus on, you know, pushing the glycogen into the muscles, you know, getting a feel for the exercise and just getting in the, you know, back in the swing of things after the competition. So weights fairly heavy, but not no stupid crazy weights. And overall, we're just going to get a good overall pump, especially with all the good carbohydrates that we've got in from post show, with some donuts and, you know, some good food. Also, as you can see here as well, making sure I keep you know, hydrated to help push the carbs into the muscle. Then we're going to move on to our third exercise, which is the lat pull downs, but here I'm using a reverse grip, and I'm also using the EZ bar because I just find that it's a lot easier for me and it's not that straining on my wrists, and this just really helps, you know, contract more the lower of the lats. And you'll notice through this workout, it's pretty much just trying to get variations and use all different angles to really hit, you know, the whole of the lats from, you know, top to bottom. And it's just one of my things that I like to do, you know, just really getting a swing of things. And then we're going to be moving on to my next exercise, which is another one of my favorites, which is the hammer strength pull downs. Here, as you can see as well, I'm doing 2 sets on single arms. So after I've done the 2 sets on single arms, I'll move on to 2 sets with both hands together, but you can see that in a little while. And also you'll notice as I swap, I'm going to be using only like a grip with my fingers. I don't actually use a full grip using my thumb as well. So it's almost like a fake grip. And this way what happens is it takes tension away from my biceps and forearms, and actually just makes me contract more of the back muscles than actually, you know, bringing in my biceps and forearms. If you tend to notice when you're doing back exercises and you can feel a burn in your biceps and forearms, it's probably most likely because you're actually gripping with your thumb as well with the weight. So what I like to do is use this fake grip and make sure you just use it like almost like a hook. You're going to hook your hands just around the bar or the handle, what you got to hold on to, and you're just going to use your hand as almost as a hook, and make sure that way you're actually fully pulling with your lats, and that is pretty much it. And if you do it this way, you'll notice and you'll feel the contraction a lot more in your back than you will in your biceps and forearms. So as you can see here now, after we've done the 2 sets with the single arms, we're moving into double hand hammer strength pull downs. This is literally, again, just to add in some variations, different movements. As it's only post show, we're pretty much just playing around with things. We're not going into nothing serious. It's just all pretty much just about coming in, enjoying it, you know, playing around with different exercises, different angles, different variations. And as you can see here, the pump was absolutely unreal at this point. So we're going to move on to my next exercise, and we're going to go into another compound movement. So here we're going for the dumbbell rows single arms. Now as you can see here as well, I like to make sure I pull the dumbbells back into my hips. I always like to say this with my clients, it's almost if you're trying to put the dumbbells into your pockets. So a lot of people like to just bend over into like a 90-degree angle and just pull the dumbbell straight up. But what I like to do is I like to do this like arc movement. As you can see here, I'll put the dumbbells in front of me and then I'll pull them back towards my hips, and I feel like this way I'm contracting more of my lats, and especially the lower lats as well, as you can see from behind. But it's just another, again, a variation that I like to use, so something you can give it a try. Then after here, you know, just having a little mid training exercise pose. You can see the lats and the conditions still fairly good, you know, feeling really good, feeling really comfortable post show. We're only up about 11 pounds from, you know, stage weight, so conditions fairly good. Now we're going to move here to another exercise, and this is a high pull rows, if you want to call it that. And on this exercise, what I really like to make sure I focus on is keeping my elbows as high as possible. And this way, we're actually going to be focusing on all the upper back. As you can see here, where I'm actually low in body fat, you can actually see my back working, and you can see all the muscles contracting. You know, we're bringing in the rear delts, the trapezium, and all of the upper back. So make sure you keep your elbows up as high as possible in a 90-degree angle, and of course as well, always stretch out in between sets. Then just to finish off the back, I'm just doing assisted pull-ups, just because it's post-show. You know, strength and motivation isn't, you know, at 100%. We're trying to get back into the swing of things, so I like to use the assisted pull-ups, and I'll just do like 3 sets here of around about 12 to 15 reps, and I've pretty much done that with all exercises. I kept everything to 12 to 15 repetitions and only 3 sets. Again, I've said this like a million times, we're just really just playing around with things. We're not doing nothing serious, nothing crazy. And then as always, I like to just finish off my backs with some rear delts. So here I'm using a reverse pec deck, and as you can see, I've got my hands at like a 90-degree angle, and I'm pulling back with my elbows. This way I'm actually going to be really contracting the rear delts. So rear delts is a really hard muscle to hit, as it's a small muscle group, and if you don't do it correctly, you're going to be using more of your lats than you are your rear delts. What I like to do is I like to hold my hands at a 90-degree angle, and make sure when I come back, I'm pulling back with my elbows and not actually just pulling out to the side with my arms. And that's pretty much it for today's back workout. And it was a great pump, great session, and that is it. Alright guys, so that wraps up my back workout. It's been exactly 8 days post-show. As you can see, conditions still pretty decent. We're going back into these workouts. We're not doing nothing crazy, as you've seen in the highlights. I ain't lifting no crazy weights. It's pretty much just trying to get back into the feel of my workouts. You know, pretty much just pushing the glycogen into the muscles, getting a good pump, and just overall just having a bit of fun and getting you know, back into the swing of things. But I've done a little running commentary of my workout today. Hope you did enjoy that. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments below, and also give this video a like. I'm just about to get my post-workout shaking, which is 1 scoop of some ISO whey. And I'm going to get back home and get some food in. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up for me. Also make sure to stick around by subscribing to the YouTube channel. There's plenty more content to come. Post show in the off season, growing, that's what it's all about. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Stay safe as always. Make it happen. Peace out.